what's going on, everybody? It's boy Brian Daniels back for another Is It Good review, and I get the pleasure of reviewing Borderlands 3, which was just released. It was published by 2K and developed by Gearbox Software, and it has been a long wait for this game. And for those, it's your first time watching one of my Is It Good reviews, I do these completely unedited, including all the loading screens, just as if you were playing this game for the very first time. So this is the introductory screen. Nothing's changed here. It looks just like it does in all the other Borderlands games. Shows off your character, and you got some options here as well as being able to add people to your party. This game has been highly anticipated. This has been probably the game this year that I have been waiting for. You've got some matchmaking options this time around. You've got a Circle of Slaughter, which is a few waves of enemies. And you have Proving Grounds, which is basically a single dungeon that you and your 3 other friends can get through and take on a boss and try to earn some more loot. I'm going to load into my game, and I'm going to show you guys your home base, which is Sanctuary. Sanctuary returns again, having came back from Borderlands 2. However, this time, the Sanctuary isn't a town, it's actually a ship called the Sanctuary 3. There's going to be a lot of characters in this game that return back, some series favorites like Lilith. You've got Reese from Tales from the Borderlands, or Tales of the Borderlands, which was a Telltale Games series game that they did. So a lot of returning characters are back this time around. This is the Sanctuary. This is your home base, where you can store your weapons in the bank. You can go see Marcus to upgrade your storage deck or increase how many bullets you want. This is the map. This is your pause menu, going through here, showing your log of everything you've collected in the game as well. I want to also show you guys, this is the map, and you've got challenges this time around, which on Sanctuary there's no challenges on the ship, but they did away with the badass rank, which they had in Borderlands 2, which I really missed that a lot this time around. You've got your inventory screen, which looks a lot more cleaner this time around, very well polished. Makes it easy for you to see your guns that you own and all of your loot that you've collected on your person. And you can sort by weapons or item score. You can also sort by weapon type. You can also sort by manufacturer as well. So if you want to look at your doll weapons, your Malawan, etc., you can. You can even zoom in here like I am doing right now and take a closer look at your weapon and be able to put weapon skins on and trinkets and things of that nature and all those other glorious things you can unlock in this game. And it also allows you to see the manufacturer challenges that each weapon has to help you increase the power of your weapon here. So there's that. The next thing I want to show off is the skill tree, which you don't just have one skill tree anymore. You have 3 of them this time around, which gives you a lot more versatility in your character and your character build. And you also don't just have one ultimate or action skill. You have 3 different action skills, of which only you can equip 1. So right now I've got Sentinel equipped on Zane, the operative, and you can build your character depending on what playstyle you want. And you have a lot of options here for different playstyles. You can mix and match skill trees, so you can have like some from the green skill tree, and then you get some from the blue skill tree, and etc., to really make yourself have a more versatile character depending on what build you want to create. You also have passive abilities that are on the sides there. You guys can see you will unlock those, and you will be able to equip those. They're called action skill augments. You can have only up to 2 of those equipped at the same time, and you can mix and match from those as well. You've got the golden chest here, which is on Sanctuary. This time around, I'm gonna take this quest to kill Wick and Wardy. Of course, just like the other Borderlands games, there's a lot of pop culture references here, such as that one. And if you can't figure that one out, you might need to get a little more, upgrade yourself a little bit more in your pop culture. But there's a lot to do in this game, just like there are in the other Borderlands games. You're not gonna find yourself disappointed at all. There are multiple planets, as you can see there in the planet map, the galaxy map, if you will, which this game kind of makes fun of Mass Effect in a way with the galaxy map and being able to go to different planets and etc. I'm gonna go ahead and do a quest here for you guys, so you guys can see the gameplay for for itself here. And like I said, I don't edit out any loading times at all, because I mean you should be able to see the game as a whole and not as something that has been just merely edited. I know that for a fact. I want to be able to see the game as a whole, and not see all these edits or jump cuts. So you get to see how long the loading times are and things like that. I always try to make sure I show that to you guys. We're here on the planet Athenas. This is one of the many planets in the game you can go and explore. And we're gonna be doing a quest here for a character, and you guys will be able to see that. And the planets are big, the maps are huge. There's a lot of hidden things to find in the game, a lot of different collectibles. The loot here is, I think they think it's got the most loot out of any Borderlands game. I believe it's got more loot than all of the other 3 games before. Now, when I say 3, you're probably thinking, well, this is Borderlands 3. Well, there was the pre-sequel, which came out after Borderlands 2, which was the last Borderlands game that was released. And the wait has been quite a long one, but it's finally here. This game plays very, very well. As you're watching here, there's a little bit of a destructive environment aspect to it, as you can see there. The guns do have a lot of different things you can do. Some guns have 2 different modes. Like one, you can switch from just shooting bullets to shooting rockets. You can throw the guns, and obviously, just like the previous Borderlands games, sometimes you can throw them and they're just a grenade. On here, though, sometimes you can throw them and they have legs and they can walk around and they can shoot for you. Sometimes the guns will let you throw them and then you can shoot them like there, and they're used as kind of like a sticky grenade that you can shoot and blow up. Sometimes they'll even just automatically go to a target and explode upon impact as well. All in all, this game is phenomenal. Has an insanely funny, humoristic story, which I'm not going to go into. I'm not going to spoil any of that for you. I'm sure the multiplayer on here is great. Haven't had a chance to try that out yet, but you have 2 different modes of multiplayer. You've got cooperative and competitive, which means that competitive is basically like old Borderlands, where you have to, it's whoever gets the loot first. So we all see the loot at the same time, and it's basically whoever gets to it first, which I don't really like doing, because then you have to compete at getting the loot. But the cooperative mode is where everybody gets their own instanced version of loot. So I will see things on my screen that you won't be able to see or pick up. So that makes everybody's loot unique, and everybody's loot able to grab. So that way people can't fight over, oh, I wanted to pick that up, or I wanted that gun, how come you got it, or whatever, right? So, but there might be people out there who enjoy that. That's a more traditional way to play Borderlands. But all in all, the game is fantastic. I've had a ton of fun playing it. I'm over halfway through with the campaign right now. Do I highly recommend this game? Is it good? Absolutely. This game is phenomenal. And the music is great. The gameplay is great. All in all, I've been kind of debating about what score I want to give this game. I have to give this game a 10. This game it's not perfect by any means. I don't want you to think it's perfect when I give a game a 10. It's not perfect, but this game is an absolute 10 in the fun factor, the loot, the guns, the gameplay, everything else in between. This game is hands down a 10. This is the best looter shooter game, hands down. This series is what defines a looter shooter, in my opinion. If you like this review, I hope you give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down instead. Be sure to come back here next time with some more reviews right here on Dragon Blogger. Until next time, see ya!